Hi everybody, it's Casey Williams. Well, the big news this year for the Dodge Durango is a little bit of a restyling and the addition of the 710 horsepower Hellcat V8. Well, we didn't get the Hellcat V8 in our vehicle, but we did get the restyling. And the engine we did get is also pretty nice. Let's go have a look at it. So there are two Durango SRTs. There's the Hellcat, and then there's the SRT that we have, which has the 392 cubic inch V8, or 6.4 liter V8. From the outside, they're virtually indistinguishable. It really starts at the front, really aggressive grille, the black mesh, the lower front fascia looks really, really mean. LED headlamps, I really like the way it looks. I like these snarling air vents here in the hood. Again, you think about, like a Dodge Challenger, Dodge Charger in an SUV format, and that's really the persona of this. This has the F8 green paint. It's kind of had some mixed reviews, but I like the color of it. I especially like with the black fender stripes. 20-inch alloy wheels with the red SRT brake calipers behind it, 392 logo. And the rest of it's just really streamlined. I like the look of it. Some of the three-row crossovers can start looking really big and start looking like almost like a minivan. This doesn't. It looks like a muscle car that's just been expanded to carry 7 people. I really like the look a lot. Come around the back, you get Dodge's trademark racetrack LED tail lamps. The dual exhaust outlets down below look like great big trumpets coming out. Power hatch. This vehicle shares architecture with the Jeep Grand Cherokee, so it's a pretty big vehicle. When you come in the back, again, the rear seats, you can actually get a couple of adults in here to get to dinner and back. There's enough space for that. I don't know if I'd travel back here across country, but more space than you would need just to get to dinner or get to a play. And the back seats go down to get longer and bigger items in. I really like the changes they made for 2021 on the inside of the Durango. And it really starts with the new dashboard. It's got this wraparound effect. Really echoes the Charger, Challenger. I think it just works a lot better. Also a nice big touchscreen that's been added to it. And I think the Chrysler Group touchscreens are really some of the best in the business anyway. But this one's very crisp, very clear, very easy to use. You've got icons for media, climate control here, nav, phone, vehicle functions, apps, all very easy to access there. And the other thing they do, you can swipe this, you can use this very easily. You can also voice control the audio and climate controls. But then they also put redundant buttons down below. So if you need a proper volume and tuning knobs, you can kind of scroll as you're going through traffic. They do that as well. You can change the air temperature, fan speeds. That's here too. So you can do it here, do it there, whichever you prefer. A lot of entertainment equipment on the vehicle. You got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth, very easy to connect your devices. Wireless charging. The wireless charging pad here in the console. Harman Kardon audio system, sounds really good. You can just crank it up and just really thump the car. But they did a lot of nice details on the styling. Nice thick leather wrapped steering wheel. I like the stitching here on the dash. Really like the suede here in the section on the dash. Suede seats with the nice thick bolsters. Suede here on the console. And on the inside, you can see a little bit here on the dashboard, and on the inside of the console, kind of this ebony wood. I think that works really, really nice too. Just a lot of really nice things. Front seats are heated and ventilated. The middle row seats, the captain's chairs in the middle row are also heated. So again, very comfortable, and a lot of safety gear in this vehicle. You've got adaptive cruise, forward collision alert with auto brake. You've got lane departure warning, rear crosspath detection. Everything you need to keep yourself and your family safe on the road. Well, if you get the Hellcat, it is truly ungodly. 710 horsepower, supercharged V8, just all the power you could ever want. But the engine we have in this vehicle is plenty for what most people are ever going to need. It's a 6.4 liter V8, delivers 475 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. Routes that through an 8-speed automatic transmission to the full-time all-wheel drive system. So any way you measure that is plenty of power. It does 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. Fuel economy, of course, is horrendous at 13 miles per gallon of the city, 19 on the highway, but I don't suppose you're really going to care about that. The plus side of this, too, is that you can pull 8,700 pounds with this vehicle. So you can hook onto an Airstream camper, you hook onto a speedboat, classic car, and you got plenty of vehicle to do that. But beyond the power, which again I think is more than you're ever going to need in a vehicle like this, I like the way it drives and the way it handles. This vehicle is based on the Mercedes M-Class platform, the last generation M-Class they're co-developed, and it feels very German. It feels very heavy, it feels very solid, just feels very connected to the road when you're out on the road, and whatever speed you're driving, it just seems to handle that very well. So it's a very unique demeanor for this vehicle, especially in its class. A lot of its competitors are based on car platforms or minivan platforms, where this is really a dedicated SUV platform, developed with Mercedes. So I like that a lot. The suspension, it's got a really stiff suspension, and you got those 20-inch wheels, so you go over some rough bumps, and you can get some kind of clunking and bunking a little bit, but that's all right. I think out on the road, you got the family aboard, I think you're really going to enjoy driving it. Well, so our Durango SRT doesn't have the Hellcat engine, and I say so what? The 6.4-liter V8 will still get this big truck from 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds, and anybody should consider that fast by just about any measure. But I like the rest of what they've done with the Durango for 2021 also. I like the exterior styling enhancements. I really like the new interior with the wraparound dashboard and all the upscale luxury features inside. All around, just a very nice job. Well, the pricing reflects the fact that it's a very upscale vehicle with a lot of power. You can get a Durango for under $32,000 with the base V6, but this one as equipped, $72,660. Well, next week we'll have another fun car. Until then, storm forward.